What is up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. We're going to do a little bit of a laid back video. I'm going to talk to you about my favorite pickups of 2024. Let me know in the comments down below which fragrances did you pick up this year and what stood out to you. Really, there's been a ton of new releases and I did a video of that recently. So if you want to go check out all the new releases and my thoughts on those, I'll have that on my channel. It's just a couple days ago, but these are all the fragrances that I picked up this year that just are exceptional and I really love wearing them. I want to start it off first with Cayenne Classic, and this is a Dior Homme Intense kind of inspired by. It's got that powdery iris, the warm cozy vanilla, and this nice vetiver kind of woody kind of smell. This is a excellent cozy time or like warm cuddling. Dior Homme Intense gets heavily touted as like one of the best designer fragrances of all time. I just put in my order for the new Dior Homme Parfum 2025, which I'm super excited for. That should be coming in a couple of days or so, and I'm really looking forward to that one. But this one is exceptionally well done here. I love wearing it because it lasts for a long time. It's so exceptionally creamy. It screams class. It really does. Cayenne Classic. It has like a nice cheap price tag, which I love, especially when I'm buying 1 million fragrances. If I can pick up a nice, good, affordable fragrance that smells like my Dior Homme Intense, count me in. All right, one of my favorites of all time is Boss Bottled Intense. And I found out there's a clone of it. There is a inspired by called Nazi Silver, and it is a bit, kind of a weird name, so don't say it 10 times fast. This is from Fragrance World, if I do remember, or I'll have all the links and all of the information in the description down below if you want to go check it out. But I have so much love for this fragrance. As you can tell, I've worn a lot of this one, but I stopped wearing it after it was discontinued. It just disappeared, and all the bottles on eBay are like $200. So I try not to wear this one all that much. I am going to be probably wearing it this winter just to, kind of get my nose back onto it and wear it again. I might wear it tomorrow, but this one does it exceptionally well, and it smells almost identical. It's got this kind of cologne kind of style, but this warm, nice appley cinnamon kind of nutmeg quality in here. Excellent fragrance. For the fall and the winter time, this is like exceptional. It smells cozy, fresh, but it's also kind of warm, spicy, and this kind of nice soft vanilla in here, giving it such sophistication. If you have not tried Boss Bottled the Eau de Parfum Intense, I would say you're missing out big time. This one is pretty affordable, and you can find it on any of the discounters. I usually order from fragrancebuy.ca. That's usually where I pick up all my fragrances, because they just have really good prices, and the shipping is pretty good. When like I order a ton of fragrances, like I think my last order that I did with Fragrance Buy was like 17 fragrances or so, and the shipping was a little delayed, but I understand that because there's so many there, and it's like, it's a huge order, but they're very reliable, excellent people over there. And then, yeah, go check them out. All right, another one that smells kind of like Dior Homme Intense is His Confessions. As you can tell, I really love the DNA of Dior Homme Intense. So His Confessions here, or His Confession, excuse me. This one is fantastic. It's the same kind of thing. You get this powdery iris, which comes across floral powdery and very fresh. But then you got this lavender mixture in here as well, and then this nice creamy woods in here, touch of a vetiver kind of nuance in here, but it's mostly a vanilla iris fragrance with this heavy emphasis on cedar and lavender. Really beautiful stuff here. This stuff actually lasts a touch longer than Cayenne Classic, and I like it. There is subtle differences, and I still can't really put my finger on the differences between this one and also Dior Homme Intense, but I find that His Confessions has such a sophistication smell to it. I'll be wearing this probably on Sunday, this coming Sunday, because I'm going to go see the new vampire movie that just came out, and I'm really looking forward to watching that one. But yeah, this one is a nice cozy time fragrance, and I'm really looking forward to wearing it again multiple times. every day. All right, one that really shocked me, I got turned on from this one from a bunch of my comments, and then also Ross from TLTG Reviews. I saw that he made a video about this. It was, I think it was years ago or so, but I put it off for so long, and this is Electimus. This is Imperium from Electimus. I get those names confused all the time, but this is it's a nice vanilla fragrance, but it's got the Creed Aventus DNA, which has this like nice birch wood in here, this nice smoky Gaiac wood, and then this clean kind of floral, white floral kind of nuance with this touch of like I think it's a peony in here, but it's a nice floral touch, giving it kind of this soft edges to this nice smoky quality, and then this rich vanilla in here. It's basically like if you took Creed Aventus and mixed Nishine's Annie with it and kind of mix those two together, and you get a baby concoction of this. It's exceptional done here. The dry down on this thing is where it is at when this thing dries down. It's so fantastic. It's smooth, it's ambroxan, it's musky, it's a touch of vanilla in here to give it such sweetness. Really good here. I'm ashamed that I slept on it for so long, but I am so happy that I have it in my collection, because it's just an excellent niche fragrance that you know, you can get a lot of wear out of it. If you kind of like that musky Creed Aventus and ambroxan kind of style mixed with a touch, a slightness of vanilla. I was looking through my old videos and I realized that I picked up myself this year. That sounds weird. YSL myself. I picked this one up this year. This is the Eau de Parfum version. I didn't realize how long this year has been. I thought I owned this for like a year and a half, 2 years. Like I thought I owned this for a very, very long time, but it wasn't. I bought this one back in like January of last year. Time is going by really weird, but anyway, myself, the Eau de Parfum version, it's got to be one of my favorite releases from YSL in a very long time. The Eau de Parfum from the Y line is one of the best releases from, you know, YSL ever, I think, in my opinion. But this one is right up there with it. So you got this like nice, clean kind of musky quality that comes across as this like powdery fabric softener kind of vibe. And then you have this like nice warm and ambroxan kind of, you know, intensity in the base. There is some patchouli in here to give it kind of this woody kind of dry down. And there's a bit of a cedarwood kind of thing going on in here, but it's very subtle and it's just very clean. But the main thing with this one, which I love, is Orange Blossom. This one has a heavy emphasis on this orange blossom character that just smells so sophisticated, so nice, and so like springtime in a bottle. Love wearing this. It's very clean and an easy fragrance to wear if you're looking for a, you know, just like a kind of a fresh fabric softener going out, you know, school, work kind of fragrance. Exceptional for that. But they also have the Le Parfum, which is also a great fragrance. They introduced the note of bourbon vanilla into that one. And it gives it kind of this kind of creamy vanilla sweetness to it. And they also incorporate a black pepper note in there as well to kind of give it a nice spicy edge to it. I don't know. I still love the Eau de Parfum. I think the Eau de Parfum is the one to get, especially if you like a fragrance for the springtime, the summertime, or just an easy fragrance to wear anytime, anywhere, really. Speaking of springtime fragrances, Invictus Parfum came out this year. And I bought this small little bottle. I don't know why I bought this small bottle, but this stuff is exceptional. I love wearing it. It is so absolutely incredible. It's like if you took the Invictus DNA and kind of matured it a little bit with this heavy emphasis on sandalwood and then this like nice soapy quality in here. They've done such an amazing job with this one. It's still sweet, it's still playful, and it's still that aquatic freshness, but done in such a mature way here. Very clean, sophisticated, and I love what they did with the sandalwood character in here. It comes across as this thick, rich wood kind of smell in here. I love it, I really do. It does come across a touch sweet, so if you're not into sweet fragrances, I would say stay away from it. I would say stay away from all the Invictus. Anything that looks like a trophy, just stay away from it. And then another one was the Acqua di Gio. This is the Profondo Parfum. I picked this one up recently this year, and I wore actually a significant amount of it. You know, all things considered, I'm a fragrance reviewer that has hundreds of bottles. I wore this one like 4 times, like back to back in 1 week, and it was like, you know, perfect. Profondo DNA kind of made a little bit more spicy, and this like kind of incense quality in here. And then this like green aspect. There is a touch of a kind of a spicy labdanum. I don't even know what it is in here, but it's in the base, and it's so well done in here. It's honestly kind of what they did with Invictus Parfum. They made the Profondo DNA a very likable and approachable with this heavy emphasis on maturity. They matured the DNA of Profondo, but still keeping the nice freshness. They did such a great job with it. Definitely give it a shot if you have a Macy's nearby or a Sephora, Ulta. Give it a shot. It's definitely like a unique kind of take on the Profondo DNA. It is Acqua di Gio, so it's not going to knock your socks off with, you know, being very unique, but, you know, take with that what you will. All right, the next one, this one has not been in my possession that long. This is I Breeze from Rasasi, and Rasasi is known for the Hawass line. That's one of their exceptional lines, but I Breeze here really kind of took me off guard. This one is kind of a fresh fabric softener with this touch of a spicy element in here, but it's mainly a fresh and clean aquatic kind of smell with this heavy emphasis on this ozonic kind of quality. It smells like ocean breeze, but with this clean fabric softener kind of vibe in here, and this juicy citrus fruity kind of quality, which just is done so exceptionally well. If you're looking for a cheap, affordable, like spray on and easy, it's kind of in the same ballpark as like Nautica Voyage. It's in that same kind of like realm of things. If you're looking for something that's fresh, clean, easy to wear, throw on, and just run out the door, it's in the same kind of ballpark as Nautica Voyage in that regard. I think it's a bit more high class than Nautica Voyage. It has a little bit more of a spiciness going on, but that clean fabric softener kind of vibe in here is definitely present. All right, one that I bought for my birthday actually this year was Oud for Happiness, and I think I'm gonna buy another Initio for my birthday this year just to keep the trend going. It will be my birthday house. I don't know if that's a thing or not. Let me know in the comments if you have a birthday house. So Oud for Happiness is one of the fragrances that I bought a clone of. I think I had one of the clones down there, and I couldn't talk about the bottle anymore or the fragrance because there's a rule on talking about fragrances that the bottle looks identically the same to the original, and it will get flagged for counterfeit products. So even if these like clone houses don't think that they're making counterfeit products, YouTube considers them counterfeit. So I can't talk about some of the fragrances that get pushed online, like I think they're the Louis Vuitton fragrance, the John whatever. Those will get flagged for, you know, copyright or counterfeit product. Anyway, I digress. But anyway, I loved the DNA of the Oud for Happiness from the clone. I loved that stuff so much that I actually had to buy my own bottle of the original because I wanted to wear it and I wanted to talk about it. I wasn't able to, so I just decided let's opt for the original. Let's get it. I think I paid $170 for this or $220. I'm not sure. In that kind of ballpark. I love wearing it. It's an exceptionally well done vanilla fragrance with this heavy emphasis on like the citrus opening, beautiful citrus opening, and then it dries down to this nice woody kind of licorice-y kind of smell in the base with this heavy emphasis on vanilla. It's smooth and it's creamy, and it's got a touch of a spicy element in here with fruity nuances sprinkled in here to freshen up whatever is going on in the base. There's kind of like a vanilla benzoin kind of thing in the base, but it's by far one of my favorite niche fragrances that I own. It's like, I would say try it, sample it before, you know, taking my word for it and blind buying it, because I know a lot of you guys do that. Don't do that. I encourage you to go and buy a sample first and then, you know, review the sample and ask yourself, am I going to ever wear this? And then if the answer is no, don't buy it. All right, our Moth came out with this one, and I've been wearing so much of it, and I really, really like it. So this is Club de Nuit Precious. It's French for precious. I think it's Perchu. But so this one came out, and this is kind of an inspired by off of Creed Aventus, the Absolute version. And it's got that same kind of thing going on in here. This fruity pineapple, this fruity sweetness in here, excellent citrus blend in here. And it dries down to this musky patchouli, fresh and clean, touch of a floral nuance to balance out the mid and the dry down, or the top and the dry down. Exceptional smoky aspect in here, this nice patchouli character, musk heavy, excellent stuff. I would say that this is the one to get if you're looking for a Club de Nuit. I mean, Club de Nuit Intense Man is a beautiful fragrance that should not be slept on ever, but the Precious one, man, it's so... All right, one that was actually, this one was sent to me. I've worn quite a significant amount of it, and I've decanted out a little bit of it for a few people, and is Nitro Red here. Nitro Red was a heavy hype beast, and I really like wearing it. It's a little sickeningly sweet sometimes, so I don't wear it all that often, but I find every time I wear it, I get some sort of like compliments, which, listen, I'm not opposed to at all. But Nitro Red, easy fragrance to wear. It's got this kind of strawberry, watermelon, fruity sweetness quality in here with this exceptional ozonic marine kind of dry down. Lasts for a long time. Excellent stuff. You spray this on your clothes and your clothes are going to be smelling like this forever, forever. All right, I think ever since I started the YouTube channel, people have always recommended me Vanilla Oud from Virtus. And it is a heavy hype vanilla out there for sure. This one, I would say if you don't like oud, maybe not pick this one up. This one has a kind of rich Gaiac wood oud kind of smell with this heavy emphasis on like patchouli and, you know, sandalwood and that kind of thing. But the sweetness is there. Did my voice just crack? But Vanilla Oud, it's a beautiful creamy vanilla with this nice like fruity kind of sweetness in here with this touch of a saffron character. You have that saffron oud kind of mix in here, kind of really like make it in a modern DNA, but it's a warm vanilla with this heavy emphasis on woods here. I think the woods are more predominant than the vanilla, but I really like wearing it. It's one of those fragrances that I can only really wear in the cool weather, and when the cool weather hits, I really like to wear it. It's a bit thick, it's a bit juicy, so I try to avoid wearing it when it's kind of hot outside. And then I just got some new fragrances in too. I've been wearing a lot of this one. This is Celestial Blue. This is a kind of inspired by Office for Men from Jeremy Fragrance, and this one is exceptional. I've been wearing a lot of it, and I know that I'm going to be wearing a ton of that, but I picked up a bunch more, but it's the end of the year, so I'm not going to really count those on my list. So let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts, and how did 2024 go for you? Was it a good year? Was it a bad year? I want to know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching in 2024. It means a tremendous amount from me. I want to express my gratitude to every single person who follows me or wants to learn more about fragrances. Can't thank you guys enough. So thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next year. I had to make the joke, okay?